How you doing, YouTube? PolicingPips here, mustache still here, cowboy hat engaged. We're going to go into today's review. It is September 8th, 2021, and let's roll into it. So in my last video, we saw that I lost that funded account. We hopped back into the combine, and that's what we're going to see here. This is all my combine stuff. Step one, I'm currently up 156,628, so I'm closing in on that $9,000 goal. Like I said, I know I can pass it. I know my strategy works. Kind of just ran into a bad period of drawdown, but today we're up $2,012.40. Call it quits. That was done probably down by 10:30 this morning. All right, and we're just gonna look in these charts and take a look and see what I saw, how you can take advantage of some of these levels, and we'll go forward from there. Okay, so I'm gonna make the NASDAQ bigger here. This is the 5-minute chart. Just quick review of what I did today, and then I'm gonna break down some of these levels here. If you look close, you can see some of these lines here. That's just my entries and exits. My first trade of the day was pretty good. Was up 330-ish. So I was looking for another good opportunity. What I saw here was immediate sell-off down to levels that I've had drawn up for a couple weeks now, or a week or so now. This is the same chart that I had in my funded account. I was looking to get a reversal off this level. It looked like a pretty good reversal, and I just kind of got chopped around a bit. I took that first one, made that profit, then eventually just kind of gave it back kind of quick after that. I saw this come back up to here, and I looked to get another long because it did break above, and I wanted to take it up to the overnight high, which I have drawn up on my other charts, and it just kind of didn't break, faked me out, and rolled over. I was down almost close to 2,000 right here, right? So, I mean, not quite where I wanted to be, but I let my strategy tell me what to do moving forward. I only had 1 or 2 losses in here, and 3 losses is my 3-strike rule and you're out. So I ended up letting myself take some of these trades where the levels were more involved, right? These are value areas. I wanted to get involved here. I trailed out here on a decent trade, and then kind of let these levels here show me what to do, right? Having been down on the NASDAQ, I switched over to the S&Ps because I saw a solid setup coming over here. I saw that this previous level that I had drawn up at the 45.10, if it was going to break, we're going to get a nice push down to the other lows of the day and even into other value areas. So I don't have the boxes drawn up on this. I do have levels drawn up on my Thinkorswim. I saw if that broke that 45.10 level, we were going to get some continuation down and possibly catch off on that overnight low, which we did, right? So looking at it on this chart here, you saw that same level, that 45.10. I had that drawn up there, and it was a confluence from last night's overnight session. So what I like to do, I took a contract short here, ended up adding on right below that 45.10, like 45.0925, and then I just trailed that stop down below the previous level here. Once I trailed down below this support or this resistance here, I got really tight with my stop, right? That's where I like to secure my profits. I was down a bunch. This trade here yielded me about over $1,000 or $1,500. This actually only, so I took one here, which was a quick, a few hundred, and then this one ended up being like around $1,200. So all in all, out on the S&P here, and then I kind of just let it play out. I didn't want to re-enter. There was no indication here that was going to allow me to get a pullback or a re-entry, and it sold off right to the target. Like we can see here, S&P carried me through the day at $1,575, and that was just those 2 moves, understanding the price levels, and then just taking those trades. If you look over here, you can see I had these levels drawn up for some time now, right around there. 45.10 was basically the top of this box, and then I wanted to just at least take it down below here and was able to do so. So that's part of that analysis. Coming back to that NASDAQ, I saw some opportunities come here. Once we broke down below this value area with this strong downside momentum, I thought that we were going to at least continue on down to this. So I added, once we pulled back to the top of this box, I took my sell order here, and then I added a second sell order just below the bottom of the box. So if I could take this first entry and this second entry and take it down to the top of this box and then further if I could, then that's what I was looking to do. These value areas are pretty consistent. The price goes to them over and over, as you can see here. Boom, boom, boom. My only missed opportunity today, I ended up getting stopped out here. Obviously, we saw took profits of 615. At that point, I was up almost like 800 on that. And then I took one more long over here. That long ended up getting stopped out for like minus 200. Just because I wanted to take a chance, let it run back up after it broke through that structure. It was up like 100 so, and then I came back down, took me out, which is not a big deal. I was looking for that, tight stop, either hit the home run or not. So that's what that was. But the missed opportunity here on that NASDAQ was right at this level. If I can pull up my NASDAQ on TradingView here, I've had these levels drawn up for some time now, right? I have this big value area, and then this red trend line is from the daily chart, right? If we look back on the daily, you'll see that's the top of one of the channels here, right? So this, it looked like a little bit of a bull flag, honestly. And I did think at some point this week, maybe next week, if we broke above 15,682, I think we do have targets at 16,000. But for now, what I want to see is this red line here hold. So when I got down to that 5-minute chart, this is why I missed that opportunity, right? I was up at this point. Once I got to this level, I was up already over 2,000, right? So, and I just kind of stepped away from the computer, didn't want to see anything at this point, but I kind of just missed this opportunity because I didn't look at the chart right beforehand. But as you can see, that trend, that support acted to the tick as resistance right there. So if I was to re-enter, that's where I would have looked to get in, right? That would have been a great opportunity to pull this back long and get this over here. That's when I came back and I was like, let me try and take that long there, but it's all right. Once I told myself I'm not going to go back below $2,000 profit for the day, I pretty much shut it down. I was looking at the second test of this level to take it long again, but since it broke down and held on this 5-minute chart, 5-minute candle, I decided that this was not going to be a good opportunity for me to take it as a double bottom because it sort of invalidated it. As you can see, it did not, and it continued back on, and my analysis was pretty close to good. I just didn't want to take that risk. Already up 2,000 and have this just continue on down below me. I can trade tomorrow, and that's fine. So that's the whole point of money management and trading for tomorrow, right? This is a long-term game. Like I said in the previous video, I'm trying to get funded again, go back, take this, and then never look back again, right? And doing things like this where, hey, it was not a perfect entry, don't take it. Yes, obviously it did work out in favor of where I expected it to go, but it could have easily not and then continued on. And we have downside momentum down to these levels here. So, I wasn't going to bet against it if it had that follow through. I didn't want to take it. So look out for more videos. I'm going to try and get back live soon, and we'll go from there.